What's going on, S2S fam? Listen, this episode of the Secrets to Success podcast is brought to you by our amazing sponsor, our longest standing sponsor relationship, Organifi. Get ready to unlock your true potential with their incredible products. If you're looking to take your health to the next level, I want you to meet Organifi, the brand that's revolutionizing the wellness industry. If your parents were anything like mine or your grandparents and they want you to eat those greens, eat them vegetables, listen, Organifi has solved that for us. Their flagship product, the Organifi green juice, is packed with superfoods like spirulina, chlorella, moringa, and it serves to boost your immune system and energize your morning. But that's not all, y'all. Try Organifi red juice for a refreshing pick-me-up. Packed with antioxidant-rich fruits, it enhances focus and ignites creativity. And when it's time to wind down, enjoy that Organifi Gold, a soothing blend of turmeric, ginger, and reishi mushrooms that promotes deep sleep and relaxation. Organifi sources the highest quality ingredients from organic farms worldwide, ensuring that their products are vegan-friendly, gluten-free, and free of artificial additives. Pure nutrition in every sip. And here's the best part. As a valued listener of the S2S Podcast, you have a special offer, all right? Visit Organifi.com/success. That's Organifi.com/success and use the promo code SUCCESS. And that unlocks for you a 20% discount on all their products. So don't wait. Start your journey to health today with Organifi. Organifi.com/success. Use the promo code SUCCESS at checkout and experience the transformation for yourself. Your future self will thank you.
One group, you close your hand because that's how you think you're gonna make it. Another group opens their hand and stuff get put in. So you don't even realize what you're doing when you go. It costs too much. I don't know how I'm gonna afford it. I don't know what's going on. You actually close your hand. And so now nothing can get into it.
You ready? All right.
What's going on, world? Welcome to another edition of the Secret to Success podcast. I'm your host, CJ, joined as always by the Bayesian sensation, Mr. Carl Wesley Phillips.
What it do, y'all? What's going on?
Dr. King to my right. What's going on?
$1 million side hustle, brother.
Let's go. It's a big week, big week. And we got Douglas in the building. Douglas, how you feeling?
Man, I'm struggling, bro.
You struggling?
Off the rip. Talk to
Wow.
us.
Hold on, man. You know, that's a rhetorical question. We just want you to be like, I'm good. Keep it moving. Nobody
really care how you do.
Nobody really want to know.
I can't lie, Maul. Maul cares. He's sitting next to me. I don't have to worry about the energy on the other side.
We in the squad car
Yeah, we in the
again, y'all. We in the squad car again.
Put him back in the squad car.
You understand? We're in the squad car.
Yeah.
Man, bro, they Michigan, they signed the law, bro. It's a law. June 30th, bro. They said a law, bro. If they catch you on your phone, they catch you texting, they catch you looking at your phone, they catch you
Even at the stoplight.
Even at the stoplight.
What they doing?
Bruh, you got 2 strikes, you out. Let me get that license. So they give you a ticket, then boom, let's get that. And bruh,
They got to have an exemption for E.
Bruh, I'm just like, bruh, I'm not trying to like drive and do it, but I am lights, you know, roll and stop, I'm looking. Bruh, I had to have it, I like had it in my lap yesterday for about 2 hours, and I was like, and I grabbed it. He was like, and I was like, yo, whose fault was it? Then I looked it up. It's almost about close to like, give or take, it's almost 500,000 car accidents a year from texting and driving. So I was like, oh, that's us. I ain't caused no accident up to this point by the grace of God that I know of. Because I might have called one behind me and kept going.
Well, I don't have an exemption for you, but I do got a solution.
Oh, good.
What's that?
The solution.
Man, you need to just tint out your whole car. Just
Man, come on, man. You know, you're supposed to be teaching people the right way to do
this
it.
is E I'm talking to. Look, it's not good. I'm a police officer. I used to be a police officer. It's not safe. This is my disclaimer.
Yeah.
But since E does have a self-driving vehicle, I'm speaking to him.
No, that's a fact.
Okay. Right.
On the highway when the Escalade is going on the solo, I should be able to check.
Because how does that work? Because were they still
Because I'm not driving, technically.
Right, but you behind the wheel, so they still
Hey, let me tell you something.
I'm not driving.
Candace Tesla, you hit a button, that sucker just...
Yeah, so I'm just
The
saying.
phone asks, are you driving? No,
Can you get a
I'm
ticket?
not.
I'm not gonna lie. Well, like when I gotta drive to Jeremy crib, It's
Yeah,
a
that's
long
an
ride.
hour.
I push that joint. I be in that joint. I'm talking about, but the car is driving itself.
Right.
But I'm still more focused on the road. I shouldn't be saying, all right, y'all, we're going to do better.
Yeah,
we're going to do better,
back.
because I know some of y'all, you're going to write in stories.
I'm talking about you about to get.
Oh, for sure.
You about to get. But I didn't. The reason why I'm hurt is because I didn't use my phone, and I had to drive somewhere an hour and 30 and an hour and 30 back. And I was just like, yo, it's an hour and 30. Somebody's thinking I don't care about them, I don't love them.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
not
no,
used to me taking this
ain't
kind
my
of time.
I don't even need my phone like that. He need his phone.
I need it, bro. I'm like, I'm the shepherd, bro, and there's people, sheep crying out, and I can't get to them because of June 30th.
I can't hear you.
I can't get to them, bro. So I can't pray with them. I can't count. I can't, bro. You understand what I can get done in an hour 30 drive? Like, bro, it's a lot.
I need to break some news to you, bro. You rich. You could have somebody drive you, and you can still text in the passenger seat if you need to.
I wish, bro. So to that, now I'm really hurt.
Come on.
So I drive to the event, Donna Gale's 50th. Well, she was doing something for her mom called Smell the Roses. So instead of doing her birthday, she celebrated her mom, who they're saying, the doctors and God, she doesn't have a long time to live. So she wanted to come home and be buried at home. So I don't know if she might have another 30, who knows? She's probably about 80, 90 years old. But anyway, long story short, she looked good too, by the way. We drove there. Jalen was in the car, Jada was in the car, and they both offered to drive. I was like, I got the leg here. The sun is out. Y'all catch me on the way back. So we leave, Boog in the driver's seat. Boog like, let's go. His mom like, who driving? And I was like, Jalen driving. She's like, oh, Lord. Like, all right, Jada could drive. She's like, none of y'all can drive, but you know how I feel, so you gonna try to make sure I don't get sick or nothing in the car. So I was like, all right. So, bro, I had to drive
Let me
to
tell
the
you
crib.
something.
I was like,
it is a rough day when the hip-hop preacher has been assigned the best
As the
driver.
driver.
Bro.
It's crazy.
Let me tell you something.
It's crazy, bro. But I will say this, and that's why she wants me to drive, because my wife can bully me and make me do what she wants me to do. So I'm like, and just no fun.
What's like, slow down, speed up?
What she say with Jalen?
Yeah.
She said Atlanta messed him up. So she said he used to could drive, but once he got to Atlanta, he aggressive, gas, grab brakes, gas, brake. So for me, when I'm driving with her, I have to gas and no brake. It's like, just come off the gas. Cause she like, when you gas brake, she like, I got MS, and she's like, it's a terrible ride. So I'm literally driving, I'm like, and Jalen in the back, oh, I'm so hurt, Dad, I can't drive. I'll let you down, I wish I could. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Man.
While he back there,
Right,
his phone.
he on his phone. Every 30 minutes, he like, Dad, you good? Oh, it pains me that I don't drive well enough, and you got to drive. I'm like, okay, well, drive the way she wants you. Drive the way she wants you to drive instead of sitting in the back doing all that talking. So it's hard.
So you can't hit the brakes? That's tough.
Yeah, she don't like that.
So you got to roll to the
and then
stop.
she wants you to be like 8 cars behind the car. You know what I'm saying? So it's driving Miss Daisy, man, all over again. So,
hey, just get her a little sleep mask. Like, you know what I'm saying? Have her fall out.
It's easy to say when you talk.
But somebody got to still let me know, like, if I had a Candace Tesla, all right, so our trucks, right? They just go straight. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta, and it's only on the highway. But
Candace car, you could set that
literally
joint, like,
turns the
take
corner.
me to the mall.
It literally goes in the parking space, come out. Would that be considered as June 30th law?
Yeah,
like
it can't be. We gotta go back. We need to do a petition. That's what it is. The people have settled for the law. We gotta push back, and we gotta go. Are there any other conditions that where we can text? And again, I'm not texting for like business like that. I'm like texting for the people. I'm trying to get them back with them, get on the phone, talk on the phone. I'm used to like holding, but anyway, he asked me how I was doing, at least for right now. I'm still processing this. Phone got to be tucked in the way. It's like when you go to one of those fancy concerts or comedy shows, and they make you put your phone up, and you like.
So y'all can't even have it on the you got the windshield or the holder.
They don't want they.
It's nowhere. I ain't even know that.
I feel like that's worse.
Yeah, that's excessive.
I'm just saying, putting it up there. I don't like.
They don't,
you talking about looking at it there?
All they want you doing, seem like in
What's
Michigan
GPS
now,
though? What
is
about your
drive.
GPS on your
they
phone?
put that right in your car. They like, you can put that in your, and I do have one in my car. Or they saying you can plug it up, put it in there, but your phone got to be gone, and you just looking at whatever. So even with that, I was like, the GPS, they're like, no, because people use it as an excuse. Oh, I was getting directions, but you was really, on the phone. So it's a cold, it's a
I will say though, you have an accident though, and you be like, no, I wasn't texting, I wasn't. The insurance companies, they got ways of checking.
They gonna find out.
And they know, like, hey, you was on the
check.
phone.
You sent the text at 7:54. You crashed at 7:54.
You strawberry shortcake. You sent the text to strawberry shortcake at 7:45.
They will subpoena your records, your phone records, bro, and they will show like,
no question.
literally, you was on the
the
phone.
insurance company bought that light.
No.
But they ain't trying to pay.
On the low, E, you remember, my man.
Yeah, that's
Boy,
what I said.
Bro, no, he smashed into somebody and killed them. And they looked at my man phone records.
Strawberry shortake, peaches and creams.
And he was Googling.
Peaches and creams.
You're Googling, baby.
Slow down, baby. Slow down,
Okay,
baby.
that's not fun. Like, we're not, all right.
Oh, no.
Let's just,
Peaches and cream.
I need it because you know that I'm a fiend. It's even better when you
slow down,
know
baby.
what I mean.
Know what I mean?
How you do anything is how you do everything, point blank, period. So yes, I know you work hard and I know you take care of your family, but are you taking care of yourself the best way that you should? Listen, I want to give a special shout out to our favorites in skincare, Caldera Lab. Backed by a leading clinical trial where 9 out of 10 men experience healthier and visibly improved skin, Caldera Lab has the tools to unlock your best first impression and your confidence. As you age, you might notice those fine lines, wrinkles, and more signs of aging. It's time to take control of your skin with Caldera Lab. Today, because you rock with the Secrets to Success podcast, we have an exclusive offer so you can try and see for yourself why so many men trust Caldera Lab for their skincare needs. Just use the code SUCCESS at calderalab.com, that's CALDERALAB.com, for 20% off their best products. Caldera Lab creates high-performance men's skincare products by combining pharmaceutical-grade science along with nature's purest and most potent ingredients. Your boy stepped out and got the regimen bundle, right? And that's a twice-a-day routine to transform your skin. It starts with the Clean Slate. That's a balancing cleanser that uses gentle plant-based cleansing, leaving all skin types exceptionally refreshed. The base layer, that's a nutrient-dense fortifying moisturizer that hydrates your skin and absorbs fast, leaving you with a matte finish so you can start your day confidently. The Good, that's your go-to at night before bed, and a clinically proven multifunctional serum that helps your skin look tighter and smoother, as well as help reduce the wrinkles and fine lines. And then there's the Icon. That's the rejuvenating eye serum that's here to adjust the 3 most common skin concerns around the eye. Those fine lines, dark circles, and that puffiness. I know, you're not sleeping as much as you need to, right? Committed to transparency, sustainability, and excellence, Caldera Lab is on a mission to better men's skincare around the world, priding itself on clean ingredients and doing right by their customers and the planet we live in. Caldera Lab is a certified B Corporation as well as a member of the 1% for the planet. Through uncompromising craftsmanship, exceptional ingredients, and rigorous transparency, Caldera Lab is here to upgrade your skin and your confidence. So just go to calderalab.com and use the promo code SUCCESS to get your 20% off. Again, go to calderalab.com and use that promo code SUCCESS to get 20% off. Take your skincare to the next level with Caldera Lab.
We got a lot of backlash. Well, he got a lot of backlash. He was talking about, we was talking about tipping. And I want to give you a chance to explain yourself because the people felt like, oh, E making all this money, he ain't tipping. And I was like, whoa, and I don't know if people just, you know how it is when you see clips, right? Like you don't hear everything, you know what I'm saying?
Full
so you
context.
thinking, E not tipping, E not, you know what I'm saying? So they was blowing E out in the comments like, oh man, E ain't tipping service workers. And you know, because I think you said, why, you know, they said they pay them lower wages and they got to make it up with a tip. And I think you might have said like, why is that my problem?
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want to let people know that you overtip. But here go the crazy thing, bruh. My point, let me just speak on my own behalf because y'all thought I was playing. I tip well. I'm going to tip at least 25%. Like, if you do if it ain't no smoke, it's just everything standard, 25%, we're going to look out. All right, cool. Anything crazy above that, I'm going to go above that. But what I was saying is, and Isaiah, man, cut the clip the way it's supposed to be cut because Isaiah just made it seem like we was talking about everything. Bruh. Everywhere you go now, they flipping the iPad around.
Everywhere.
Now, my problem is, who's getting the tip? I don't even know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, today, and no, she didn't even flip no iPad.
She did. She just
Bruh, we getting this. She was like, would you like to leave a tip? Wow. I'm talking about just asking.
In the drive-thru.
I'm talking about like put you on the spot too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I would have left the tip anyway probably, but I'm just like, nah, it's just like, everywhere. I'm talking about the gas station.
Yeah.
Would you like to leave a tip? I'm like, wait.
Yeah, it's too much, bro.
So that's all I was saying is tip culture then crazy. Now, obviously, if I sit down for a meal, anything, somebody help you with your bags at the airport, I'm looking out for any service that is service-oriented. Yeah. But, dawg, you sitting there doing nothing and then flipping the iPad, that's what I was saying had got out of hand.
I will say, though, for everybody that was kind of commenting, talking about, what is E talking about, he was the first person I've ever seen to tip before you even.
Right.
Literally, he will get money to tip before he even get his food, before he sit down, like, hey, here's a tip. My man, I'm expecting good service.
Please, bro. I will say this, though. So, and I thank you, Isaiah, for putting it the way you put it. So,
can we hear how you put it first? I want to make sure, because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Where's my
context?
Yeah, I got the clip right here. Oh, no, he put it up a couple days ago.
What was on S2S?
It was on S2S.
Oh, yeah, I don't be listening to S2S.
Okay, well, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's why
I don't listen to S2S.
All right, look.
That's why I be like when y'all do those clips.
If I pick the food up, that's not tip worthy, right? I'm just saying, like that. Like if I go get it.
Because I want to know what is tip worthy, because you're doing your job. What's beyond your job?
Yeah, because the tip is for, I'm saying like you deliver, you deliver
it was
a pizza.
Supposed to been for the waiters, right? Because they didn't make much money.
But why is that my fault?
Okay. Look at him.
I agree with that. I mean that. Now,
you used to be a waiter.
Yeah, but still, I was a waiter that
Was you a waiter or a busboy?
Well, busboy, but I was so dope as a busboy that people wanted me to wait on them. Because they didn't like the attitude that the servers would have. So back in if you're an Olive Garden busboy, you got a dual role. You're supposed to like get their salad and stuff for them.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like you get them set up, drink, whatever, and then they come. So anyway, I believe I worked. There are people in this culture that they expect a tip even if they don't do no work. So let the truth be told. I don't tip less than $100, but I'm not tipping. I'm with the same measure that you give, it shall be given unto you. So it ain't about a tip for me. I'm showing God that I'm giving, and the way I look at it as Christians, I believe when we're in the earth, we should shine Jesus' light. That's what our VBS. This year, that's what our VBS boy was.
I've heard that saying
all week.
About 500 times.
That's
we
the
had
VBS
VBS this week.
So that was
Shout out to the VBS crew.
Yeah.
For those that don't know what VBS is.
Yeah, okay, my bad.
Vacation Bible School.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought they knew.
Oh, by the way, hold your thought.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I'm not built for the Vacation Bible School. I apologize in advance. Let me tell you something. And the kids were, for the most part, phenomenal. But I realized, listen, Maul. Okay, I was talking to the kid. I'm used to my kids. Now, y'all know I got a deep voice, a stern tone. E, please don't lose your thought. This don't have nothing to do with nothing.
I got my thought.
I got to get this off.
Get this off your chest.
Bruh. So they was like, kids was wilding a little bit. And my kids was a part of it. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Marcus, his kids was a part of it, and there was a couple other kids who I didn't know. So I was like, hey, that's enough. And my kids and the Leslies and my niece shut it down.
Yeah.
The other, about 3-4 little kids just,
Like, we don't
and
care
so I
about your
said,
little bass,
hey,
boy.
hey,
They
hey.
don't care
I looked
about
right
that.
at him. I said, hey, shut it down. I looked at one kid, now we making direct eye contact, and he looked over and was like, slapped another kid. Bop! Right?
looking at you.
Looking at me.
Yeah, this is for you. This one for you. Little man get it because of you.
Listen, my soul left my body.
Yeah.
Bruh, Corshawn, listen, you know what I did?
grabbed?
No, you know what I did? I walked away. I left.
shut down.
I told my wife, I said, bruh.
5-year-old punked you.
No. I told my wife, I said, what just occurred in my brain and in my body, I don't need to be around no kids that don't listen.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, like, bruh, I had a rage where I was like,
angry.
E.T. and the police pulled him.
No, for real.
He felt
Bruh, and I guess I ain't never been around, like, I never seen that level of defiance. My kids would never.
Yeah.
And shout out to Marcus, his kid, but like, bruh, I was like, in my head, I saw myself just taking a little
out-of-body
man.
experience.
And I'm talking about Fresh
Ghostbusters.
Prince, Jazzy Jeff. Just throw out. And so I literally
Who you gonna call?
Yeah, you right. He pumped me because I walked away. And I was
I know
like,
he did.
I got in the car, I was like, you're not equipped to deal with this. Like, you don't have the level of patience for what it takes to work with these kids. Because, bro, So anyway,
Vacation Bible School.
that was it for me.
Now,
That was day one, first 20 minutes.
We all know.
I missed the rest of the week.
We all know and respect CJ, but we know when it comes to the church, he just pay tithe. That's his thing. He just pay tithe. He tips the church. Yeah, but he don't. Mark, we moving stuff, he'll be like, hey,
Time to go.
I do my part. What the Lord has called me to do.
Man, I feel like
I do my part.
Listen, if I got to pay the tithes and move stuff, it's like where is other people gonna get their blessing from?
Okay.
More.
Okay.
I'm robbing you.
You preach.
I'm robbing you.
You preaching now.
I'm robbing you if I gotta. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Like
robbing
I gotta do all of that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like everybody has their an equal. What's it
give.
called? It's not equal giving.
Equal sacrifice.
Equal sacrifice.
Yeah, so
You know
you
what I'm saying?
sacrifice that side. So I was gonna say, I do at least $100 if I sit down.
Okay.
Right? And I really believe that, as the people of God, we should go into the earth and ask how we can make the earth better. So for me, it's like, I just want to make sure when you walk away, you have a good experience. Matter of fact, it's crazy. We went to Cheddar's the other day, the church did, and I went, paid for everything, gave the girl a $100 tip, and she walked outside and was like in tears, like, these people treat us like whatever. I'm so grateful,
Wait, how much was the bill?
I don't know. I mean, it wasn't that much. It's about 100 and something. It's weird.
Oh, the bill was
Cheddar's
only 100
Yeah, it
and
was
something.
cheap. It was
I
Cheddar's.
thought you said took everybody.
I did, but it was Cheddar's, like $100, $200.
Welcome to Lansing. Let me tell you something. Lansing is really the greatest place on earth.
Yeah.
Like
It's like a little.
where we pulled in, we was about to go the other day.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
The first spot.
Yeah, the first spot.
Yeah.
But then we
Okay.
ended up going down the street.
Okay.
That one north or whatever.
Yeah. Everybody didn't, there's kids there, so.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Say no more.
And
It's
I
Cheddar's.
can take the whole
Cheddar's
church.
got
It was
like
a
good
group of people.
food for the.
Yeah. It does
I'm like
the
for the
price.
low.
Yeah, for the low, bro.
You be like,
I'm
I
telling
get
you,
a
get real
salmon
meal.
dinner for $9.
Bro, for real. I'm talking about a real meal. I'm not, no joking. But anyway, she came out. So my thing is, I give 100, but it's not always because of what they've done. So I want to make sure that's clear. I am upset when people don't do their job.
Yeah.
But I'm still doing 100 because it's like. with
Even
the
if you
same
get bad service?
Yeah, because I'm not tipping you. It's with the same measure that you give, it shall be given unto you, pressed down, shaken together, right over. So if I give you $100 and your service is terrible, God's going to honor me. But I will call the manager or I will write on the thing, I got terrible service. And I feel like it's a double whammy because I told you your service was whack and you still got $100. So you can't say I had an attitude, I was pissed.
Right.
I wasn't pissed. You just didn't do what you're supposed to do. And then I try to do 20% if it's a carry out. And again, I'm not doing it for the reason why
Wait,
you do
okay,
it.
so that's the part
carry-out
I'm
boy,
tripping
I
on.
don't do.
But I'm not doing it for the reason
Okay,
you
so like
said
if you tip the pizza man, you
Yeah.
should tip. Oh, because did y'all see that clip? Can we put that clip in there? Y'all see that
Yeah,
clip?
$5.
Oh yeah, hold on, let me find it
that's
real
it.
quick.
But I'm on spiritual stuff though. I'm not on no, you're not supposed to be asking me for no tip when I come and take my stuff out. Like, you ain't do nothing. But I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is I'm trying to, with the same measure that you meet, it shall be. So I got something different I'm doing. I'm trying to sow seeds so that I can get a return.
Hold on. This is good. We're going to put this in, Isaiah. Look, hold on.
Thank you.
Look, my man dropping off the pizza.
Say, it's a nice house for a $5 tip. You're welcome.
Right here, you can see it's a.
Wow. Hold on.
There you go. Thank you. I just want to say, it's a nice house for a $5 tip. You're welcome.
Right.
So she said her bill was like, it was a pizza was like $16.
Right.
She gave my man a $5 tip. My man said, this is a nice house for a $5 tip.
Expectation.
Okay, so who was right, who was wrong?
He wrong.
Oh, my man wrong all
Definitely
day.
wrong.
All
And
day.
not grateful.
Why were you-
and
right.
you looking at my house?
Why you judging my stuff?
What my house got
It's
to
a
do about
$16 bill.
Right.
Y'all want
You just said
note?
to the same measure.
But she might not be no Christian.
Oh, yeah.
But even still,
I
who
don't
said
know.
$5 is not a lot though?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's still, bruh, $5 is
What
decent for a
percentage is
$16
that? That's
bill.
like 30
But in
Right.
his defense, it's not about how much pizza he brought, right? Like if I bring you 10 pizzas or one, I still had to do the same amount of work. So I'm not necessarily
And I'm paying you to do the work.
No. I'm saying a waiter or waitress, right? You sit down, you ordering stuff. I need ketchup, I need this. They running back and forth for you all day, right? With a pizza guy, he's literally gonna do the same thing driving one pizza that he is if you had a $600 order.
Right.
So it's the same thing. So if you bought 20 pizzas, you would give him more than $5. It's still the exact same.
I'm looking at
ask.
the overall bill and how much the pizza actually costs. So it's a percentage-wise, just like Carl said, that's like 30%.
It's like 30-something%.
As what I'm not gonna give my man a $20 tip and the pizza only costs $16.
If he pull up to your house and you give him a $5 tip, no, you definitely wrong.
But no, listen, no. And I'm gonna say, no, bro.
Society.
But first off, it's copper.
King Midas.
But I will say this though, 9 out of 10 times you got to look at that receipt. They give you the other boy, you got to sign. But if you look at the actual receipt, it says delivery fee.
Right.
It's a charge
real,
in there
bro.
already, so
For
it probably
real.
was like a $6 or $7 delivery charge in there, and she
Already
gave him
built
$5. But I'm just saying.
It's just like at the hotel. My man be looking at me for a tip. I'm like, bruh, y'all
Oh,
got.
no. We talked about that.
Yeah.
The hotel bill is
Here's
wild.
the
Your
thing,
burger
though.
be $14. It come to the door, it's $57.
Yeah, bro.
You be like, damn.
Hey, and E, to your point though, be demanding. Let's go there.
Yeah.
Like we live in a capitalistic society. Bro, if I don't ask for something, I ain't getting it.
Yeah.
So if I'm gonna ask, like my man did it kind of slight, you know what I'm saying? But from that perspective, if you're not demanding it, he ain't never gonna get nothing. Now, is there a standard tip that it ain't no rules on it?
It
My
ain't no
man said
rules.
this a nice house
Nice
for a
house
$5 tip.
And that's
again,
why I
I-
could afford this house.
That's right.
Because I'm just not sending,
Right.
just giving you for doing your job, bro. I
Right.
tipped you.
Right.
I tipped you. Now don't be coming to me talking about but you didn't give me what I thought. What is a good amount?
That's what I'm saying. What's the
she in
standard?
this $1 million house. So what is the standard? What would have been okay? What would have been like, oh wow, you really blessed me?
10.
He could have said the same thing for 20.
He would have felt like 10.
You think so?
That's what he would have felt, because 10 is like I don't know, but 10 seems like
baseline.
yeah, 10 seems like a baseline.
That's what I'm saying. Is there like a understood, like, all right, we should be
But I'm
tipping
saying,
10
I want
minimum.
people to hear, like, don't miss the point. I'm saying you can go you can go eat at a restaurant and you can have a poverty mindset, you can have a worker mindset, you can have a wealth mindset. And a lot of y'all think that your money dictated, and it doesn't. So for me, I always just went, okay, God, I want to be one of the people in the earth that can bless people financially. Like, that's how I see it when I walk out the house. Like, I literally want to be one of the people that's massaging the economy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be one of the people that has the ability to be you walk away knowing that you're at least going to be able to fill your gas tank up and you can come back to work tomorrow. And so you just have to think about that when you go out. And a lot of times, like with my mom, I remember my mom saying something. I was like, oh, Mom, that's not wrong. Like, you ain't do nothing wrong. But you're saying that you want to travel like me and you want to travel the world, you want to do certain things. So do me a favor. Like, one thing you can do is you can pretend you're rich before you're rich. And you can act like you're rich before you're rich.
Break it down.
So when you go to a restaurant or when you're paying tithe and offerings, you can literally, when you're paying your tithe, if you believe in this concept that you give God 10% or you return, I'm sorry. You're not giving God anything. Right. Everything that you have belongs to the person that created you. Without life, without breath in you can't do nothing. But anyway, you can go, I'm gonna tithe what I'm making, or you could go, man, I wanna make $1 million. And you can tithe every month like you're making $1 million, right?
That's different.
You know what I'm saying? Like you have that option to go like, yo, I'm about to give what I would give if I was and what you don't realize is by thinking that way, it's the weirdest thing, y'all, and we talked about it on the podcast before, but in your conscious mind, you only use 5%. In your subconscious mind, you use 95%. And the thing about the subconscious mind is dope. If you feed it, it will reward you. Like if you feed it and go, okay, I want a crib in San Diego. Your subconscious mind has no limits. Your conscious mind has limits. Your subconscious mind does not have limitations. So your subconscious mind will go, oh, you want to live where, you want to do what? And your subconscious mind will start to make up stuff like, bruh, I just, before we got on the podcast, I was just doing some work, and I won't get too deep, but I was on the phone with a professional athlete doing consulting. I always have done this from beginning, but Jamil Hill was like, eat on charge. And she's like, why you on charge? And when I got off the podcast with her, unbothered, she was like, whatever. I was just like, yo, you right, I don't charge. And why don't I charge? Well, I don't charge because I don't really want to be that kind of responsible. Like I talk to you whenever you want to talk. But now I'm like talking to people who mid-range, who really, if they don't do well, they may not get another season, or they're not making the kind of money they want to make. So now I'm charging. But when we was on the Unbothered podcast, Maul, she jarred something in my subconscious that had never been jarred before. I'd never thought about charging before, because I never thought about being responsible. Like I never thought about, yo, we're gonna talk every day, or at least Monday through Friday. Like, we're gonna talk, I'm gonna push you, I'm gonna whatever. And so for me, I started paying tithes to what I wanted. Now, man, I'm telling y'all, this thing's so dope, and I'm not playing. Y'all might think I'm playing. But when we look at the church and we was looking at who was paying tithes, I didn't know the number because I don't be paying attention. But I was looking at me and Didi's number, and I was like, yo, we should be doing more. Like, what's going on, Didi? Like, I thought we was giving more. She's like, oh, no, we are. But we tithe another ministry as well. I ain't know that. But she'd be cashing another church out, paying tithes to them like they are church. Yeah. And she was like, you just can't pay tithes to your own church. Wow. I was like, what do you mean by that? She's like, the Bible says, first to the house of Israel, then to the othermost parts of the world. So our money is not just for us, it's for other ministries too. So there's another ministry that she watched, so she tied that ministry. And then they don't even count the stuff that we give it. And so I was like, wow, okay. So when like checks just be coming out the blue, like, yo, I'm not lying, Ma, this on life. I had these shorts on this morning, and I went
100,000.
Bro, I went in my pocket and found a check. I won't say the amount, but I literally found a check. I promise y'all.
5 figures?
4 figures.
Okay.
I went in my pocket, y'all, and I looked, and bro, I was like, yo, it's some stuff in here. And I looked, and there was a check in there. Somebody just wrote me a check and gave it to me while I was preaching. And I was like, yo, I would have watched this, because I don't be doing that. And God told me, no, go in the pocket, get the stuff out. And I got the stuff out, and I saw something weird, like, you know, when you sign in the back, and God was like, that is because you give. That's because y'all give. And so it's gonna be people that just gonna whatever. And so, man, I just want to praise God.
And you know you're telling the truth because you've never seen a taker take their way to wealth.
Yup.
No, you can't. You can't.
You know what I'm saying?
Is this Patreon?
No. No, I'm just saying, like, I'm listening and I'm learning as you're talking, but I've never seen like the person who always like need the handout and always getting blessed at church. I'm the one. I never seen that person then flip it, you know, and go to the next level. Like, and some people maybe have, but I'm saying,
put the camera on my face.
Look. And listen, I don't mean for those of y'all who needed a leg up or, you know, like somebody did something for E when he was young. I'm talking about those of you who are in constant take mode. Like, you always like, oh, I sure could use a couple dollars if y'all could. And everybody got to constantly raise, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, because you get into this mindset of lack.
That's the subconscious he talking about. It worked both ways.
I'm telling you, bro, the mindset of lack is nuts. Yeah. Like, and I see it even, like I said, even like And Maul been huge for me just understanding that other side, because even E, while he was always on that, E always been generous.
Yeah,
E, I
but
think
not-
you was finding, E would find $100 in his pocket, you know, back in the day. You know what I'm saying? When we probably could have used that 100. So like, E always been on that. But Maul really been on that, like, since we met Maul. You know what I'm saying? And I think he helped give us that mindset even more.
No question.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know how.
No, I was gonna go back
went on
to
the left
something he
side.
was saying. Hey, I'm sorry, I'm the one pulling y'all back. I'm gonna get there. But no. E, the thing that you taught me that I want you to talk about though is that, and it may be Didi, it may not be you,
It might be.
but there's a plan for the money.
Yeah.
It's like when E talks about giving, E not just really spontaneously giving. There's a budget, like, and I'm learning this now. Like at the end of the month, you should have planned all your money out. Whether that going to health, life insurance, pizza, whatever it is, it should be planned out. So E has a plan where he knows there's a percentage of money that's tithe. There's a percentage of money that we're sharing. There's a percentage of, you see what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people even do that.
But the question is the mindset of, and I come from middle class. And like I said, Maul is the first person who told me like, oh yeah, no, like, get out of that thinking. Cause I told you, my people still, like, I'm just being real. Like that's how we came up.
Yeah.
It was like, you can't spend this, be careful with this, be careful with that. And it's like, it's not like you, so Maul, walk us through the balance between being, right.
Yeah, it ain't waste.
Before people, somebody like, oh, you got this house, you got this car, you wasting, and it, you know, you need to save for a rainy day. You know what I mean? Like just all of those things that we've been taught, blue collar, you got out of that coming up blue collar.
Yeah, and I think it's because like just growing up and like being around all the police officers, you know, my parents, and just seeing people they deal with, it's not like, if you think about prices or something, right, it's all subjective. If you just think about like, you know, like how your mom, we went out to dinner and she'd be like, oh my God, you guys are spending $150 on a Tuesday on a meal.
Right.
And then like we be sitting back, me and C be sitting back like, is she saying that's a lot or saying that's a little? You know what I'm saying? We can't really see because, but it's all subjective. And the thing about it is that most people, man, because you come from a place of lack, you don't have, it's not that what you're doing costs a lot, it's that you just don't have the income. And so what I did, see, I transitioned my mind on not that, can I afford this? How much this costs? Do I need to budget this? I just got to a point where I just said, I'm gonna focus more on creating revenue. And the more revenue you have, you don't even think about the lack. Like when I first got with C, everything with C was like, whoa, wait a minute, bro, we spending $20,000 on a vacation? And I was like,
I still be on that.
no, you don't. No, you don't, Cap. C don't. Man, please. C be calling me now like, hey, man, let's.
Where we going?
Yeah, because he understands it's an investment.
Yeah.
But when you focus on, you know, creating income, and that's why I be talking about real estate so much, because like literally I had a building to cover my vacation expense. So I had this positive cash flow coming in every month. I'm not worried about a trip costing $20,000. Why? Because I didn't have to trade time for money. And I think that's when you start putting value. Like when Moms was talking about, man, y'all spending $150 on a Tuesday.
Equal to time.
It's because that $150 equate to maybe like a week's worth of work. If that's 40 hours of work.
Right.
So you just spent 40 hours of work on a $100 steak.
That's good. No,
and so
that's
now
good.
you're like, wow,
Because
this is.
people who trade time for money, they see it different.
They see it different. So now, if I just said I was buying a steak for $150, you know what I'm saying? We would be like, oh, that's nothing. But if it's like, oh, it took me 40 hours to get this $150.
Did you catch that?
I did. I got something for that.
people who trade time for money. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's different. Because now you're looking at everything, you know, how much it costs. Oh, if it's going to be, you know what I mean?
Don't go there, though, because they're going to keep thinking that. Like, don't keep saying that, because that's what they're going to do. And what Maul just said is what he did for me. Maul showed me you don't have to worry about money if you print it. You know what I'm saying? You have to worry about money if you print it. And for me, it was like, oh, that's simple. I get it. Your gift shall make room for you. So I was like, oh, my gift shall print money for me. That's how I should probably start saying it. Cause I be saying your gift shall make room, and cats still like, what's room? It don't have meaning to them. But it's like, yo, and your gift shall print money. So I think once I understood that, I was like, oh, okay, I need to be talking to athletes. Why? Because an athlete that's average or an athlete that's good, who about to end up getting kicked out the league because so many great athletes are now but he's a great athlete physically, but he's not mentally. I can help him turn his mental game on and then turn his physical game on. How much is that worth to you?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just saying, if you could make $100 million, but right now you probably making 10, 20, and you're not making what you could be making, but you in the game, whatever game that is, and I can help you, how much would you pay for that? So now I'm looking at my gift of talking on the phone. Bro, all I got to do is 10, 20, all I got to do is 10 minutes with somebody every day and get them, and I get 10 people. That's 7 figures, 8 figures easily. So now I'm looking at it more like, oh, instead of you focusing on, because watch this, I don't want to say it out loud. I don't. Because some of you are already in this bad space, and I'm going to keep reinforcing it. But one group, you close your hand because that's how you think you're going to make it. Another group opens their hand and stuff get put in. So you don't even realize what you're doing when you go, it costs too much, I don't know how I'm going to afford it, I don't know what's going on. You actually close your hand. And so now nothing can get into it. So you're closing your hand with your mindset of going, it costs too much, I can't afford it, this don't make sense. So everything you're saying is, universe, God, people, don't give me nothing. Leave me alone. I'm trying to save. I'm trying to hold on to. But then the other group goes, hey, I need to make more. I'm here to serve. I'm here to help. I'm here to do whatever you need me to do to help you. You feel what I'm saying? Even with Carl, little Jessie was like, she wanted to make money. I don't know what she wanted to buy, but she wanted to buy something or she wanted to make money.
In gymnastics now, so she wanted to buy that set.
So she wanted to buy the gymnastics set. So all of a sudden, she like, hey, y'all need any help? Of course we do. We got a bunch of stuff that we need that a lot of people could probably make money helping me do stuff. I'm just being real. She said it. I still drive on my own. Why? Because I don't have nobody that is literally trying to take that role. So she came by, cut the water on for the grass, got the mail, opened the door, put the mail. Bruh, it's opportunities. Bruh, it's opportunities to make money. I even told my wife, I told my wife to tell Tamisha, I was like, yo, why she stop? Because we here. Like, you can still be doing it. I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to check the mail. I don't want to be bringing stuff in. Now,
you sound like me at the church.
No question. But this is my house, though, boy.
Right.
He at the church telling folks.
Right.
Oh, he's not telling them, but he just said, hey, I did my part. But I'm just being real. I want y'all to see that. You are literally closing you up by going, it costs too much. So guess what you're doing? You're like, I'm not going to do it because it costs too much. I can't afford it. So now you're telling the universe, you can't afford it. You can't do it. So the universe is like, oh, we're going to help you. We're going to make sure we don't bring no opportunities to you because we don't want to hurt you. We don't want to do nothing that's going to be a burden to you. But when you go, man, we got to build a new building, you start going, how? And then your brain and then other humans start going, this is how you do it, and you just wake up and you do it. So it's just those two groups. It's no more. It's no purgatory. It's just those of you say you can't, you can't. Those of you say you can, you can. So I would just say stop doing that other thing because you're killing it. You're doing a very good job at it, and nothing is happening for you. So I would just say stop doing
Bro,
that.
I'm telling you, like I've seen people, man, and I've worked with people over the years that wouldn't even invest in themselves. They wouldn't. I'm talking about, I went to people like, hey, man, why don't you attend this conference, man? Look, this conference is personal development, bro. It's going to get your mindset right. And how much it costs? First thing they want to know. They don't even really want to know what's all into it. How is it going to benefit me? The first question that comes out their mouth, how much is it going to cost? And then it's something that takes place when I tell them the price.
Right side of the menu.
When I tell them the price, the first thing they do is start equating. Oh man, that's a month's worth of
What are they equating though? Tell me what they equate.
The time, the money, they just automatically, bro, I'm telling you, this is real.
And what is happening when they doing that, Mo?
It's like they're shutting the door.
They shutting the
on
door.
their life. They shutting the door. Opportunities.
They are shutting the door.
They shutting the door completely because now you're saying that
Is the door shut on them or they shutting it?
They shutting it. They closing it themselves and locking themselves inside the room.
Oh, not locking.
They
and
got
throwing
the
away
key, bro.
quick.
They like, oh no, I'm not gonna do that. And they don't really understand like because they put more value on the amount of hours that they have to work in order to get something. And it's like, bro, that's why I tell people why investing is so important. Because now, when we're doing something, bro, and it's got something to do with real estate, I'm not putting time. I'm not thinking in my head like, right now, we on this podcast, I got people living in my properties. I got literally people living. So now when they pay me the rent, I don't mind using that money to do whatever. Diamond braid, Louis Vuitton, whatever it is that we got going on, here you go, because I didn't have to physically be there.
People in fear paying for your faith.
Oh. Say that again. Oh.
People
Organifi.
Say that again, bro.
People in fear paying for your faith.
No, that
Because there's only two of us. You either living in fear or you living in faith.
So, all right, so let's go back, though.
Yeah, let's go.
I want to go back to and just for real, the thing that I want us to do is make it practical. I'm a UPS driver.
Yep.
They just had Prime Day, and I had to work 12 hours shifts, right? I got home 10 o'clock at night. I am exhausted. I don't have enough money in my bank account to cover my expenses this month, just my living expenses. What are you practically telling me to do?
Well, you got to do the first thing Ma told you to do. You got to know how much it costs to be you.
You're right. Come on,
So,
now you're talking to that.
I'm
That's,
just
that's
saying.
today's
I'm
lesson.
learning. I'll be learning.
Yeah, that's today's lesson.
I've been learning, Ma.
That's today.
I ain't
I was about to
sitting
say you owe you one property away.
Yeah. I'm just being
It's the
real.
same message.
Yeah.
It's the same
it is.
message.
I'm just being real.
Right.
Like, how'd you get to that truck spot? Is that what's going to pay your... Like, how did you end up doing that?
Right.
Is that going to pay for your lifestyle?
Right.
But I'm saying, I'm there, though. Take me from
Yeah,
there.
that's what I'm saying. We got to fix it. We got to go. How much is my lifestyle?
Yep.
Like why don't I have
gotta
money
be
in the
aware.
bank? Like, look, listen to me. Greatest thing, and this may seem like what Carl's saying. Man, this don't make sense. Bro, let me tell you, the greatest thing that ever happened to me. This is why I worship the ground Didi walk on. We were all in college. We all had the same bread. The difference between me and Didi and everybody else, well, the difference between Didi, I was just rocking with her. Ma, she looked at how much does it cost to be us.
Yep.
And we was living in a roach-infested apartment building. Everybody else was balling.
Yep.
Everybody else was living in the big-time apartment building and getting in debt. So everybody was coming to our crib seeing the boric acid around, like, y'all got boric acid in here, y'all. Man, y'all got, what? Y'all ain't, everybody staying on. Bruh, do you know when you live off campus, you got, like, we was living about 10, 12 minutes away from the campus without a real vehicle at times.
Yeah.
But Didi's whole thing was, this how much it costs for us to live. We cannot stretch
spend more
every
than
dime
that.
we got.
Right.
So they over there, and you looking up to them because they over there, but you don't understand that they're stressing themselves out. And stress over each month is going to be, and look, I'm not dogging nobody out. Don't take this the wrong way. But I guarantee you, if you looked at a couple people who had that philosophy and where they are now and where we are now, and watch this, even the stuff that we own, it don't stress us out. Because Didi still goes.
Still go. You got to.
Didi still goes.
Right.
How much do we make?
Right.
And can we afford that?
Yep.
Meaning, can we not be housebound?
Yep.
That was her term she used to use. Didi used to be like, we're not going to be housebound. We're not going to be apartment bound. So whatever we have, we need 6 months of money in the bank where it don't even stress us out. And that's what I'm saying. You are stressed out because you shouldn't even probably be living where you're living. Or if you're living where you're living, you shouldn't have the job that you have. So if it costs you $10,000 a month to live, you shouldn't be doing something that's bringing you in 8.
Right.
And who told you had to do the thing that, bro, who told you had to work at where? Now, if you had UPS because that's where you want to be, and you love serving people and you love delivering people mail and it brings joy to you, bruh, continue on. But if you're doing it because, well, somebody told me it's the only thing I could do, you messed up when you looked at your life and your lifestyle. It's one of the things I respect about my son, bruh. Jay, he got these bowls, healthy bowls that he get. He on campus, hitting them jokers. He went to Cane's last night, Raising Cane's, got him something. He got the shoe. When I look at Jalen is going, I'm going to be a designer. I'm going to design clothes because I love clothes. I see people buy them, so I'm going to make them and they can buy them from me and I can dress like I want to dress. He got both his cameras when he's going.
Yep.
There are grown people that be around my son all the time and say, bro, you need to get a job. Like, you need to go get a regular job. He looking at them laughing like, okay, for what? He like, for what? He like, I'm going to blow up doing what I'm going to do. And I don't know when I'm going to blow up, but I'm not going to go do something else before I blow up. And people want me to go, yo, he shouldn't be working for you. He should get a real job. I never forget when Mom was telling me, Jada should go get a real job. I said, School Days Foundation is a real job.
Yeah, right. Well,
it's a real job. What do you mean a real job? Well, she should go work for somebody so she can figure out what real work is. I said, she can figure that out here. She got other staff members she's going to be working with. Oh, trust me, they're going to be butting heads, and they're going to be trying to figure stuff out. And I like both of my children because both of my children are on. We're not going to let you tell us what we should be doing with our life. We both know the lifestyle we want to live. We both want to wear whatever designer, whatever it is they wear, what they doing. Bruh, I told Jalen it was VBS. Jalen was like, man, Dad, I ain't been home for VBS. Like, I ain't been in that space mentally. He was like, bro, I'm coming home for VBS. I was loving it. Then Crystal was here, and Crystal was like, I'd love to see Jada. I called Jada and was like, yo, Crystal want to see you. She said, when's she leaving? Saturday. She's like, I'm coming home Friday. Bruh, I was geeked. Like, my kids didn't go. How much does it cost to come see Crystal?
Right.
They was like, yo, Crystal. Jada was like, Crystal here. Jalen was like, VBS. Man, that was such a good time in my life. Jalen was like, I need to get back home to be around that energy. Yeah. Bro, they both flew to the crib, and guess what they flew? And here's the thing.
Now, Coach.
Bruh.
Private.
Bruh.
They're to comfort.
And watch this. Neither one of them called us to pick us up. They didn't call us, me and Didi, to stop what we was doing
Just show up
and
at the house.
go to the DTW. They both got whoever y'all driver is in the D. He picked Jada up, and then Jalen never even called me.
Shout out to Deontay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm saying, because my kids don't know the working class like that, they not on the working class.
Yeah.
This is what they've been around.
Yep.
So this is their reality. So I'm saying whatever your reality is, unreality it. Whatever it is, undo it.
I'm saying we got more as the living example. He was a police officer. $38,000 a year.
Isn't God good?
36,000.
I love God because he wanted to make sure they wouldn't
Yeah,
go.
for sure.
Well, y'all quit y'all job.
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
don't understand. We
Yeah.
got the 9 to 5 millionaire that was a millionaire before these entrepreneurs ever knew what $1 million was. I was making $350. I thought I was doing something.
Organifi. Shout out to Organifi, the superfood green juice powder, keeping us powered up throughout this podcast. Go to Organifi.com. Use the promo code SUCCESS for 20% off your order. We're going to get out of here, man, because we got a bunch of stuff going on. But for now, we out of here. We love you. We'll see you next week.
I want you to focus on here right now. Don't you worry about when you get home. You concentrate on this opportunity. You don't worry about tomorrow. You concentrate on this opportunity with all your might, with all your soul, with all your heart.
Thank you so much for rocking with us as always, right? We don't take it lightly, guys. And we hope that we've provided transformation and not just information. We want you to become the best version of yourself. All right, make sure you check out the show notes to access all the important links and get your product discount. Now, one favor we're asking of you, do us this favor. Make sure you subscribe and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We want to know your feedback on how we can serve you better. And if there's anyone that you think could benefit from listening to this show, please, I'm begging you, please share it with them. And remember, as E always says, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.